Good evening and welcome to Icu Tv Menus. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Zambia's largest solar plant set for commissioning. Nalumango urges chiefs to support FRA maize sales. Lunsemfwa launches 27 megawatt solar project to boost clean energy. And in international news, UN nuclear chief warns Iran could resume uranium enrichment within months after US strikes. And in sports news, Kanyama Lions demand answers over Faz's promotion Snub. With the news in details, my name is Miriam Deborah Gamani. President Hakainde Hichilema has officially commissioned the 1,000 million Chisamba solar plant, marking a major milestone in Zambia's push for energy diversification. ZESCO spokesperson Matonga Maumbi confirmed that the 100 megawatts facility is the largest solar PV plant in the country and a key step towards the government's goal of generating 100,000 megawatts of solar energy by the end of 2025. Mr. Maumbi revealed that phase 2 of the project will begin soon and that ZESCO is partnering with the private sector to roll out similar projects across the country. Chisamba Solar Plant Power Manager Ches Nyorenda disclosed that about 1,300 jobs were created during the construction phase, with 98% of the workforce coming from the local community. The plant was technically commissioned in May and is already transmitting electricity in the regional grid. Once fully operational, it will support 100 jobs, 40 directly and 60 indirectly. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has appealed to traditional leaders in Central Province to encourage farmers to sell their maize to the Food Reserve Agency FRA, assuring them of a fair and stable price. Speaking at Munkushi ahead of officiating the St. Paul's UCZ Choir album launch, Ms. Nalumango praised the regional traditional leadership for fostering agricultural productivity, which has resulted in a bumper harvest. She also commended the chiefs for supporting government programs and development initiatives aimed at improving rural households. Meanwhile, chairperson of the Central Province Council of Chiefs, Chiefs Chibale, thanked government for distributing motorbikes to chief returners to enhance mobility. He also urged authorities to urgently address human-animal conflicts and improve the state of federal roads in Serenje district. The Lunsemfwa Hydro Power Company has commenced the construction of the 27 megawatt Pike solar photovoltaic plant to complete its hydropower operation and conserve water resources. The project, which officially began on 12 May 2025, is being undertaken by Sino Hydro Corporation under an engineering, procurement and construction EPC contract and is expected to be completed within 12 months. The solar plant will support the company's Mulungushi and Lunsemfwa hydropower station by reducing the need of water release during daytime power generation. Once operational, the plant will increase Zambia's renewable energy output, enhance reservoir efficiency, and improve energy security, all in line with national efforts to diversify the energy mix and promote sustainability.
Zambia's energy shortage will not be fixed without action from within. We are here at Lunsemfwa hydropower station in Luano district to show what's being done to improve electricity supply. This particular power station, along with the Mulungushi hydropower station in Kapiri portion, generates a combined 56 megawatts of hydropower. That power goes directly into the national grid and helps reduce the impact of load shedding.
We have got 4 units, and each one of them is rated at 6 megawatts. And we also have 2 transmission lines that used to evacuate the power that is generated from here. One transmission line is connecting to the Mulungushi power station, and then from there, Mulungushi has 2 lines that now connects to the Zesco national grid that was stepped up, providing supply to the farming community around the Mulungushi farm block to ensure that there is a stable power supply to the farmers in the area.
A new 20 megawatt solar PV project in Kapiriposhi is also being built on site. Once complete, it will add more clean energy to support homes, schools, and businesses.
So that's the beauty with this site. We've got existing infrastructure which we are utilizing. So we have a line that is running from Lunsemfwa hydropower station going to Mulungushi power station. We're going to cut into that line and do a line out connection to evacuate the power to be generated from this solar PV plant. So the contractor that we have engaged is Sino Hydro from China.
This site does more than just generate electricity. It supports the local economy through job creation and community projects like helping farmers in Uranium district with inputs.
The issues of farming and growing of crops. So in that, the community is benefiting by ensuring that their crops grow well, and then we assist in every aspect to the things that can include transport and other matters. When it comes to the health sector, the company has actually assisted the health workers in our catchment area with accommodation and transport matters. The company provides 2 ambulances for each catchment area in the Mulungushi and Lunsemfwa plant. So you find that most of the times when community members are sick, the company will assist in terms of transportation of these sick people to Kawe or Lusaka, or whichever case as the case may be, so that they receive proper medical attention.
President Hakainde Hichilema has been clear in his message. We must treat this energy crisis as an opportunity for growth and development, not as a setback. That's why we are seeing more independent power purchase agreements being signed, bringing new players and new solutions to our grid. Every effort is being counted. The company behind this, Lunsemfwa Hydropower Company, recently brought in a new investor, Global Lake, which now owns 51% of the business. The remaining 49% remains in Zambian hands. This partnership means more investment, more power, and more jobs. Lunsemfwa sells power to Zesco Limited, the Copper Belt Energy Corporation, and other clients. It also has a license to trade electricity in the Southern African region, helping Zambia stay connected and stable. Whether it's solar, hydro, or regional trade, it all adds up to a more secure and stable power system for the country. There are no quick fixes, but there are real fixes, and they are underway. The energy crisis is real, but we are not standing still. Projects like this are part of the solution. With more solar, more hydropower, and the right partnerships, Zambia is working to end load shedding and build a reliable power.
Minister of Home Affairs Jack Mwimbu has instructed officers under the Department of National Registration to intensify the ongoing mobile issuance of National Registration Cards (NRC) before the exercise concludes in early July. Speaking during the visit to Kalulushi, Mr. Mwimbu acknowledged the logistical challenges affecting the program, but emphasized that most citizens need to be reached before the deadline. He also directed that no senior citizen should be turned away, noting that many elderly individuals are unable to access essential services due to lack of NRCs. Over 13,000 people in Kalulushi have so far collected their NRCs through the mobile exercise. Meanwhile, Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo assured residents that those affected by the Kafue River pollution will receive extended compensation covering 3 years of soil damage, in addition to early agreed-upon packages. The remarks were made during Mr. Mwimbu's visit to Kalulushi, where he also attended the church service and campaigned for the UPND candidate in Nangweshi by-election. The remains of Corporal Muloke Stephanie Sakachoma, who died while serving the United Nations peacekeeping mission in the Central African Republic, have been returned to Zambia. His body arrived on a Ugandan Airlines flight and was received with full military honors at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport in Lusaka. Colonel Teddy Tembo, representing the Zambia Army Commander Lieutenant General Godfrey Chongo Zeile, led the solemn reception. Corporal Sakachoma's passing highlights the sacrifice made by Zambia's uniformed personnel in the pursuit of global peace. The Zambia Army has pledged continued support for the bereaved family as burial arrangements are underway. We took our first break. Stay tuned for more news.
At the Information and Communications University, we're not just educating students, we're shaping the future of Zambia and beyond. With a global perspective, ICU offers cutting-edge programs in information technology, business, humanities, engineering, and education. We combine theory with practical skills, ensuring our graduates are ready for the job market.
Whether full-time or distance learning, our flexible programs cater to the needs of every student, creating pathways for success. ICU is driven by innovation, research, and entrepreneurship.
We empower our students to be leaders and change makers in their industries.
Through strategic global partnership, including collaboration with leading universities such as St. Petersburg State University and others, we give our students a competitive edge on the global stage.
Our graduates don't just earn degrees, they create impact. They are leading the way in ICT, business, engineering, and more, both locally and internationally. Join the Information and Communications University, where your future begins today.
Welcome back, and in our local stories, government has commissioned the Kapakesa Dam in Chisefu district, constructed under the total cost of 15.5 million kwacha. Water Development and Sanitation Minister Colleagues Nzovu, who officiated the commissioning, urged local residents to fully utilize the facility to enhance their livelihoods through livestock rearing, aquaculture, and irrigation farming. Mr. Nzovu also praised Sachitari Construction Company for delivering quality work, noting that the dam is part of the wider government's effort to expand water access and support rural development across the country. Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tholi said the infrastructure will play a key role in helping rural communities adapt to climate change. And Dam Committee Chairperson Kingswell Lungu said the new facility has brought an end to persistent water challenges in the area. Site engineer Wupe Kabwebwe confirmed that the project has completed within the scheduled one-year timeline. The Ministry of Health has commissioned a new pressure swing adsorption PSA oxygen plant in Chinsali General Hospital in Muchinga Province, a move expected to greatly improve access to life-saving medical oxygen in the region. With the capacity to fill up to 120 oxygen cylinders per day, the plant will enhance both emergency and routine care service, particularly in underprivileged communities. Fitted with programmable logistic system control, the facility allows for real-time monitoring and guarantees an uninterrupted oxygen supply. This marks the 5th oxygen plant commissioned under the ongoing rollout supported by the Global Fund and UNOPS as part of Zambia's National Medical Oxygen Strategy Plan for 2022 to 2026. The initiative forms part of the broader government's effort to strengthen health system resilience and service delivery across the country. You're still watching ICU TV Main News. We take a short break. More to come in international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenea Febamoyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
Now in international news, The head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, has revealed that the Iran still has the capacity to restart uranium enrichment for potential nuclear weapons in just a few months, despite recent US airstrikes on its nuclear sites. Grossi said the attack on Iranian facility at Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan caused severe but not complete damage, contradicting claims by former US President Donald Trump that the sites were totally obliterated. He confirmed that Iran returns the industrial and technological ability to quickly resume enrichment if it chooses to do so. The US and Israel conducted airstrikes in mid-June, accusing Iran of nearing nuclear weapon capability, while a Pentagon assessment suggested the strikes delayed Iran's program by only months. Gross comments reinforced concerns about Tehran's resilience. Meanwhile, a ceasefire has been agreed between Israel and Iran, though Iran's armed forces remained wary of Israel's compliance and have warned of a forceful response if attacked again. Trump has stated that he would consider further strikes if intelligence indicates Iran's nuclear activity reached threatening levels. And still in international news, an Israel airstrikes on Ivan prison in Tehran. Iran killed 71 people, according to Iranian judiciary spokesperson Jangari. The attack on June 23 marks a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict between two regional rivals. Iran prison, known for housing political prisoners, activists, and dissidents, symbolizes Iran's authoritarian regime in its crackdown on opposition. By targeting the prison, Israel has expanded its air campaign beyond military and nuclear sites to include symbolical institutions tied to Iran's internal control. This move highlights Israel's intent to undermine the ideological foundation of the Iranian regime and signals that no part of Iran's state infrastructure is off-limit. The strike raises concerns about potential retaliatory actions from Tehran, increasing the risk of broader regional conflict. Human rights groups have condemned the attack due to the humanitarian impact on prisoners and their families. International observers continue to monitor the situation amid growing tensions in the Middle East. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news.
Hello, the Information and Communications University, ICU. What comes to your mind when you hear of this name? Is it the beautifully architectured infrastructure at our campus? Or is it the amazing students that are always performing well in their fields? My name is Zimba Emmanuel, and I present to you Alumni Chronicles, a program that gets to look at all students that have passed through the corridors of ICU and are making an impact in society today. Join me every week as I sit down with former students and get to listen to them, what they have to say about life after they've been through the university. Remember, it's Icu TV every week.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. Kanyama Lions Football Club has voiced strong disappointment following their omission from the list of teams promoted to the Fazl Saka Province Division 1 League, despite finishing fourth in the recently concluded season. In a statement, the club cited unresolved protest welcome FC over the alleged use of ineligible players in their final match, a complaint they say the Football Association of Zambia FAZ has yet to address. The club further questioned the criteria used for promoting, claiming that one team alleged brought a slot from another province, while another reportedly from the Blues was promoted without clear explanation. Kanyama Lions has called on supporters to stay calm but stand firm as the club pursues official engagement with Fazl Saka Province to seek injustice. Our staffer Stephen Mwape has more details in the following report.
Kanyama Lions Football Club, a team that showcased impressive performance in the recently concluded First Division 2 League, finishing fourth on the table. However, despite their remarkable run, the team has been left out of the promotion to Division 1, sparking widespread disappointment and concern among fans and executive members. According to Moses Mtonga, the communications and social media manager of Kanyama Lions, the team lodged in a complaint against Welcome FC alleging the use of ineligible players in their match, the game that ended in a 1-0 draw.
My name is Moses Mtonga. I'm Kanyama Lions communications and media manager. Where we are is that our team played in Division 2. They just ended season, last season. And then we came out 4th. That is not taking into account the last game that we played against Welcome FC. That was our last game. And in that game, Welcome FC fielded ineligible players because they used false identity. That report has been submitted already to FAS, Lusaka province. It's on their desk. And up to now, we haven't received communication as regards to that letter that we sent in of Welcome FC using ineligible players.
Fans like Kapingula Kinako have expressed disappointment that called upon the Football Association of Zambia president to investigate the matter.
It is very concerning, and we call upon the Football Association of Zambia president, Mr. Keith Mwemba, is a highly qualified lawyer, to look into this matter and ensure that sanity is brought in Lusaka province FAS. We earnestly seek your indulgence, Mr. President, and we have every hope that things will pan out and Kanyama Lions will play Division 1 this coming season. Thank you so much.
The CEO of Kanyama Lions echoed similar sentiments, stating that despite following up on the matter with the Football Association of Zambia, there has been no clear response yet.
So we followed up with them. Like personally as the CEO of the club, I followed it up, and the response that I got from the vice president was that he himself was thinking that correspondence was done to our team, of which correspondence was not done. Us, we think that this matter was not tabled as the other team was favored, and we really think that they were favoring Zamsa because Zamsa had won and they were on top of us. So we thought that they were favoring Zamsa because maybe they have got the financial power. Us as the team from the compound where we just depend from well-wishers, we don't have that much financial power too.
Moses Mtonga emphasized that the club is confident and in its complaint and believes that a rough investigation will vindicate their position.
Our biggest issue is the letter that we sent to FAS, our last game. According to it, and according to our feeling, we are supposed to come out third on the league table because we lodged in a complaint against Welcome. Our game ended 1-0 draw, but still our opponents used ineligible players, and that evidence is on FAS desk. But up to now, communication has not been made in regards to that ruling, and that is where our bone of contention is. Apart from these teams that were included, we want to hear the communication from FAS. What is it that they have ruled? What is it they've decided as regards to that game?
The situation has left many wondering about the fairness and transparency in the promotion process. As Kanyama Lions FC continues to push for answers, fans and stakeholders alike are holding their breath, hoping for justice to prevail. Stephen Chisengamwape reporting for Icu TV Sports.
And still in sports news, Zambia Air Force Commander Lieutenant General Oscar Nyoni has challenged Red Arrows Football Club to reclaim their top flight status by winning the 2025-2026 MTN Super League title and securing a place in continental football. Speaking during the unveiling of the club's kit for the upcoming season in Lusaka, Lieutenant General Nyoni said the team must aim to return to its former glory and restore its dominance in Zambian football. He assured the players and technical bench of the Air Force full support in achieving their objective. Lieutenant General Nyoni also reaffirmed ZAF's commitment to national development, stating that the service's involvement in sectors like agriculture is in line with contributing to the country's economic growth without compromising its core operational mandate. That sports item brings us to the end of Icu TV menus, but before we leave, let's take a look at the stories that made headlines. Zambia's largest solar plant set for commissioning. Nalumango urges chiefs to support FRA male sales. Lunsemfwa launches 27 megawatt solar project to boost clean energy. And in international news, UN nuclear chief warns Iran could resume uranium enrichment within months after US strikes. And in sports news, Kanyama Lions demand answers over Faz's promotion Snub. Thank you so much for tuning into ICU TV Menus. For more updates, stay tuned to our ICU TV Facebook page and our website icutvzm.com. Good night and God bless.
The Ministry of Education had a successful uniform day. This is just to say thank you. Gratitude goes to the Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Munsaka Siakalima, for your leadership and for allowing the Directorate of Human Resource and Administration, in collaboration with the Communications Unit, to host this day. To the Permanent Secretary, Administration, Ms. Mariana Muneku, for giving us wings, fly high, and for believing in us. To the Permanent Secretary, Educational Services, Mr. Joel Kamoko, for giving us Ichimwela. To the Permanent Secretary, Information and Media, Mr. Tavo Kawana, for always supporting us. To the former Vice President, Dr. Neves Mumba, thank you for wearing your uniform. We are greatly humbled. Special thanks go to Zambia Education Programs Coordination Unit for meeting us at our point of need. To all the directors at the Ministry of Education, the CEOs of our statutory bodies, the heads of units, the PEOs, devs, and all members of staff, thank you. To the thousands and thousands of head teachers across the country that took part. To our biggest sponsors, the Zambia National Building Society and the Zambia Industrial Commercial Bank, you made us shine. To our other sponsors, Danako, Healthy Learners, Digital Optical, Awanachi, Jack and Jill, and Buffalo Bicycles. We wouldn't have done it without you. To the media houses, Information Communications University, ICU TV, for promoting Uniform Day. For all that posting, editing, and filming before, during, and after. Thank you. To Zenise for covering us countrywide. To Hot FM, ZNBC TV 1 and 2, ZNBC Radio 1, 2, and 4, Diamond TV, Prime TV, Zambia Daily Mail, Times of Zambia, The Real Times, among other media platforms, for the heavy promotion and coverage of the event. To great influencers like K+, Chela Katwishi, Man 44, Abo Chungu, Cosmos, Limbani, and Mozegeta. So many of you spreading the word. Thank you. To our cooperating partners, professionals in the civil aviation, APSA and other banks, NWASCO, local government, judiciary, ShopRite, NGOs, and the clergy for putting on the school uniform in solidarity with us. You rock! And finally, to the people of Zambia for the enthusiasm and overwhelming response. Thank you for all the posts and for putting Zambia Kuchalo!